Go.
Is it? Wait, can I put my sweater on?
We have a shawl.
Yeah? Are we on?
Yeah.
All right. Baby shower.
I didn't get the HDMI. I don't. You guys want it?
Yeah, we do. Keep rolling. We're rolling.
We're rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling.
We don't have to stop.
I'm going sweater. I'm going to be too warm.
We find sweatbox, dude. Got the bright lights.
Welcome to the Baby Shower Comedy Podcast.
you do it today.
Like and subscribe. A chaotic start to the podcast today. We have a little
As
light
always.
rain and 68 degrees outside.
Weatherman.
The weatherman, peace of ma. Like, subscribe.
And also, Mom, don't listen to this episode. Mom, and some close relatives can listen. I don't really care.
No, yeah. Well, it'll be okay.
Mom, don't listen to the episode. Is like everyone's now. We should start every episode like that. Now people are going to be like listening. They're going to be like, what is he about to say?
Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah,
might be
whatever
new.
you do.
Cut out this explanation because then it won't.
My buddy Dan, but Bernard, do not listen to this episode. Whatever you do, turn it off.
Do you have something about this Bernard guy?
Oh, no, I'm saying, well, no, I shouldn't have said that. Because we're trying to get people to watch.
All right. What do you got, Artie? You got anything?
I mean, what don't? Yeah, I got all sorts. I mean, it seems like maybe we'll pin some of my stuff's not, I went to J Park World Dominion last night.
What is that? Is that a movie or a
Yeah.
place?
Yeah, you got it right away.
Oh, Jurassic World?
Yeah, dude.
Jesus, dude.
He goes,
You
"Jeez."
love the cheese fest, huh?
Bro, come on. You got to catch up, bro. Out here getting J Park in opening weekend.
Was it packed?
There were way too many people.
Really?
For what Jurassic 4, 5 is at this point. There was a good, the theater, it was like 11p last night, IMAX, Lincoln Square Center, and it was like maybe 75% full.
You need to find a lady that likes to go to the movies.
Wait, what made you think that?
I don't know. I was thinking about my head's all up in the ladies these days, and I was thinking, do you ever like approach a girl after the?
All caught up in. That's a funny thing. You just relate everything to ladies.
Everything is in
Bro,
relation
you're
to
gonna
ladies.
need a lady who likes burritos. You keep eating these.
Yeah, you need to find a girl that likes Mexican food, or else it's never gonna work.
Yeah, you're just thinking about because how often I fucking go to these late most
Right.
of my life, like my free. If I'm doing something for me, free time, I'm going to a flick.
Right.
So it makes total sense. Or they don't have to go though. Like it could be my thing.
they should be okay with you going to a lot of movies.
Yes.
Her girlfriends are like, he's going to another movie. He's not really going to a movie, is he? What is he hiding from you? And they do a sting operation to figure out where you're actually going, and you kind of
Dude.
scurry off into a movie theater. They're like, it looks like he actually is.
That's so funny. Yeah, they're like, I don't know if that's even sadder
He's
than
cheating
if he
on
was
you.
cheating on you. Oh, he actually is just going to all these movies.
They see you more happy than they've ever seen you. Get the popcorn. They're like, you still need to break up with this guy. His true joy in life comes from movies.
You can't. There was no way. I didn't believe he was seeing the new Charlie's Angels. I
Yeah.
couldn't believe. And then we went and we looked and he was there watching it.
What movie was that? A movie or a TV show where they? She's like, "Oh, I'm going to draft," or like he was sneaking away from his
funny.
wife,
It's
and it was
this
to
is
go
40.
Yeah, this
I
is
was
40. And it's
thinking
a
of it
draft.
as you were talking. Yeah, he goes to like Spider-Man or some shit, and he's like, "You have no idea how fun it was, and I did it for me." And she's like, "I want to go to Spider-Man, too."
This is 40
Leslie
was a
Mann.
dark movie, man.
Which one? The this is for Yeah. Yeah, that's so funny though. Like a sting operation by like a bunch of women who are just like if like you were like worried. I mean, but women
And they
listen.
get even more mad that it's not cheating. Like she got pissed off that he was going to a
emotional.
draft.
Right. It's emotional cheating, but that's my people would be surprised. Nowadays, though, I'm not going as like this week. I only went once. I only went
Yeah.
once this week. I'm at like 1 or 2 a week. All right, that's not that crazy, everybody. I'm a single guy. I don't go out to dinner. I don't take myself out to dinner. I don't go shopping. Whatever you go, all you other people, you go to museums. I go to the movie theater. All right.
No one's attacking you. Here.
I feel the listeners. I feel like I'm being, all right. I told people last night, I started texting everyone on the way to the movie. I'm like, on my way to J Park World Dominion. You're behind. Like, I just want y'all to know you're behind.
Yeah.
Step up.
You're trying to
no
make it
one
a thing.
responded to me except for Choi, who goes, I heard that's an S tier stinker. That's all he said to me. I was
S
like,
tier.
yeah. I was having fun though, man. I tried to text Tom because Tom was up camping.
Yeah.
A bunch of our comedian friends are up camping, so I texted him right before the movie.
See, it seems like you're not even confident in your own decision. You need external validation from your friends.
I do want people to know not every flick, but something as bad as Jurassic Park, but also is kind of renegade of a move. I'm like, I want people to know I'm going to hit it.
Yeah.
All right, especially movie people. People that would potentially care that go to the theater.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I went to Top Gun after you told me how good it was.
Yeah,
And
and
on
you
my
didn't
way
like
to
it.
Top Gun, who do I see? Pomeroy, Luis, and
Really?
Shanti Main. And
Really?
Pomeroy is like it was one of my favorite. I've seen it twice, and so
Yeah.
now I'm all jazzed to go, and then I go and I fucking hate it.
Yeah, and then you didn't like it. I'm surprised. Well, I'm not
That's trash.
surprised. You're a grit guy.
I'm a grit guy. No, but
Yeah.
here I was talking about with my brother today. I'm cool with cheese if I know it's going to be cheese going into it. I don't want to be surprised with cheese.
Interesting. Yeah.
I went into Top Gun thinking it was going to be Top Gun
You want
sick,
to be surprised by cheese.
like, you know what I mean? And then it was just all cheese.
Right. So you could see Park then, though. You could see J Park
Yes.
World Dominion and be ready.
I would love WD.
World Dominion, baby. Ready
Dubs
to go.
D's.
Yeah. Yeah, because you would know, okay, I'm going to get
JP Dubs D's.
JP
Movie
Dub D's.
Theates 11P.
That was good. J Park Dub D's movie theats.
Like a rapper.
11P.
You
Yeah.
should do movie rapping.
That would be fun.
That would actually be a great TikTok. You create raps about movies, right, Samaz?
I agree.
Samaz.
Right?
Yeah, when I was growing up, I used
That's
to watch
sick.
this guy. He used to do epic rap battles of history. Do you remember that?
No.
Oh.
He used to do raps of like historical moments in history, and like two people would rap against each other, like
Yeah, that could be sick. I could do
Dude,
movie
get on the
raps.
talk.
Chris Pratt, Chastain.
CP3.
Chris Pratt.
Not Chris
Maybe,
Paul,
maybe
Chris
like-
Pratt.
Maybe rap
Please.
against like two actors rapping against each other, and like you play the roles, like Chris Pratt versus Bradley Cooper.
Right.
They're dissing each other.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy. That was stupid. You know what I mean?
Chris Pratt's the main. He's dating Jessica Chastain, which is true. In the T-Rex, yeah, T-Rex ain't the biggest.
I'm in the back, beep bop, boom.
like
Like the distant back.
Yeah,
Like 20
yeah.
yards away. Boom. Boom. Boom.
Yeah. Dinosaurs on the moon,
Boom.
hanging out with Jeff Goldblum.
Boom. Boom. Go bloom.
Boom.
Boom.
Goes the
Go
asteroid.
bloom.
Yeah,
There
dude.
goes the asteroid.
That wipes out the Jurassic void. I used to freestyle a lot. Dude, my bro hit me up, though, because he wanted to see J Park World Dominion. He called
Yeah.
me. He goes, dude, are you going to see J Park tonight? I go, whoa, is that out? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I'm probably going to go do that then. He was trying to see it during the day. And he started asking me, he's like, my buddies are having this conversation. You should bring it up on the pod.
Yeah.
He goes, have you heard of this debate, movie star versus actor? which isn't so much a debate, but just the idea that
Yeah.
there's some people are movie stars and some people are actors.
Yeah, Tom Cruise, movie
Yeah.
star.
And actor, though. That's a double. It's like Denzel. We were saying like Vin Diesel, The Rock, kind of more just a movie star,
Right.
you know? And then
But
actor
what's Tom
Giamatti.
Cruise really good? He probably hasn't been in a good, solid role in a long time.
No, that don't get too crazy. Don't get too crazy.
Wait,
I mean, he has brilliant like Eyes Wide Shut, Rain
yeah, in a
Man,
while. That's what I'm saying. in a while.
Collateral was a great. Yeah, maybe a little. I'll give you that. Like maybe not. American Hustle or something. He was in a good movie about this drug. American Made or something.
Magnolia.
Magnolia, legendary. Yeah. Looks like I had more than we thought because I know you got stuff to get to.
I'm trying to soak up yours as long
yours
as
is like-
possible.
I don't want to have to. You're going to make me talk about J Park World Dominion, which you have no idea how okay I
Dude,
am.
we already got our 2 clips in the first 11. We can talk about whatever we want now.
Bro, I will say this. There was a major simp there. So I have now
Simp.
yeah, like a
What do you mean,
beta.
simp?
You know, like have you heard of like simping? Like
No.
it's like a cuck. It's like another word for cuck. Have you heard of that? Yeah. Pull that up, Pat.
Yeah,
it's
I
just
know what a
someone
cuck
under the reign of an alpha female. Like she's the man. She's got the guy.
Right, I got what you're saying.
You know, this guy, bro, back row. His girlfriend is like basically canoodling him to the point where she's like in his seat. Right?
Yep.
Like making all this noise at every turn in the movie. What's that, Pat?
A simp is someone who.
What's this ad for?
Sorry about this.
Simp ads.
A simp is someone who does way too much for a person they like.
Yeah. They're just obsessed. So like
Puts the hose before the bros.
that's right, dude. This girl's head was like literally in the guy's lap, and she's like looking up at him and talking.
During
Like, da-da-da. Yeah, she's
during
like, do the
Dubs D?
dinosaurs? Yeah. And I'm like, bro, you got to get this girl like under control. All right? You want to do this a little bit? Fine. I said to him, please, could you be quiet?
Did
Like,
you?
Yeah. After like it was like halfway through
how
the
close
movie.
is he to you?
2 seats.
2 seats.
2 to 3 seats.
To the right or left or behind?
To the right.
Yeah.
And people were listening. Like, people were enjoying the movie. Like, I didn't think the movie sucked. I'm going to be out there right now. I'm just going to tell people right now. If you're one of these people that needs movies to make sense, fine. Don't go. All right? But if you want to have a good fucking time with some corn, go to J Park World Dominion. All right? The action scenes are tremendous. The whole thing was a blast. So,
Why are you a lawyer? You need to get into the pitching business, dude.
what do you mean? I'm
At
here.
least movie reviews on TikTok.
Yeah, you need to get into like the mail room at like
well,
CAA
that's
or something like that.
Well, movie reviews, I think you could.
Move
do.
this is more actionable. Sometimes you give me things. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna go to the mailroom at CAA. He's like, "What do you want me to leave
I just
here?"
came off 8 seasons of Entourage, dude. I'm my whole brain.
Oh, that's funny. Dude, you need to date someone.
You need to get like a Sloan or someone. It's like dad is the head of.
The mailroom at CAA. Right, you just finished off 8 seasons and cried
And
Like
cried
I did.
multiple times.
at the final Entourage, bro.
This may be cheap, and it may be a cheap idea, but
Yeah.
it might get numbers. You start your movie review journey
Yeah.
just reviewing Bradley Cooper movies,
Oh, that's really
and
funny.
that'll
you
start
need
your
to-
traction, and then you can do whatever movies after. Just get the traction
You
going.
need to
I
stop.
should
You need to
just-
stop doing the pod.
This is what I was about
There are
to say.
greener pastures
Also
here.
do this. Also do this.
Yeah, you guys like keep your guys like, all right, here's something that would work besides what you're actually doing. Here's a move. Here's what you do. Finally, something will work. Here's what you do. No, I used to do movie reviews with this guy Mercer Morrison. Do you remember him?
Yeah, yeah. Really?
Yeah, dude, we used to go out. He used to bring me out, and then we would do reviews after. The problem is I didn't like so much how he was doing the review. Like, I like,
Video?
yeah, he was doing like video. He was a good guy, though. I like him. He did a good job. I just want to do more of the, like I told you, the apples to apples idea. I don't really like reviewing a rom-com against an Oscar drama.
Yeah.
Like when you talk about a movie, when I talk about Jay Park World Dominion, we should be talking about the realm of trash blockbusters that I can have fun watching.
Right.
In that realm, where does it fall? Is it bad even for that? Then tell me that. But if it's fantastic in that realm, then I want to know. Don't go, oh yeah, this movie.
In the S tier trash,
Yes.
is it S tier within the S tier trash genre?
That's right. Is it a double? So this simp, bro, he was just, dude, kissing. First of all, he's doing this thing where he just kept kissing her, like it's for her forehead's in his lap. And he's just.
Could he not reach the lips?
You can hear it. It's echoing in the theater. He's like, no, I don't know if he couldn't reach the lip. That's a great question.
That's all he could get was forehead.
I was like, bro, this is like a little baby. He was like, oh, little baby.
How
You
old?
know? They were like 20s, you know. They were
Oh,
like
all right. So they're not
they
not
were
like teens.
No.
Okay.
No,
Then there's no place for that.
Yeah, and at the end of the movie, this was mad funny because I had clearly given them death stare a few times, and I had been like, "Can you please keep it down?" They like when the movie ended, the guy like was like, "Come on, we have to go," and like rushed her out of there.
So that there wasn't a confrontation.
No,
I'm surprised you didn't pour the corn on her like he did you.
like my
And your guy sees it, he starts clapping. He's in the same movie. He's like, that's my move.
guy's like, "Welcome to the dark side."
Yeah. He's like, that's like the 3-year AMC stubs mark when you start pouring corn on people.
Yeah, I knew you had it in you. You know, he's talking to me. Good work, man. No, I couldn't like. It was a good theater too. They were like attentive, and but I knew it. That was like one of the first times I've really like understood the idea of a simp because he couldn't actually. And then, dude, he goes at one point. This was great. He goes, "Shh." He shushed her, right? And I'm like, okay,
The guy.
Yeah, the guy. I'm like, okay, here we go, buddy. Get your balls going a little bit. Like, behave in public, all right? We're watching a movie. You want to do that for a couple seconds here and there, fine. This can't be a perpetual, like, canoodle fest, okay?
Right.
So he goes, shh. She turns around and hits him 3 times in the chest. And I was like, Jesus. And
Hard?
So, yeah, well, like, for a, she's, like, hitting him, like, stop, And now they're moving around because the guy's trying to stop. And, I'm trying to watch this, like, emotional Jay Chastain scene. Great scene we were in, too. I was getting so mad, Miller. Oh, my God, I was so mad. So, anyway.
There during Top Gun, there was canoodling in this deep, like, far corner, and they were canoodling, they were talking, and I had a water bottle. I was thinking about just just throwing a grenade and towards the back, a full water bottle, like knock someone out, just over my shoulder.
I would have loved, like, you would have been like, nowadays, you'd, like, I think you're my hero. I think that's not a bad, this has got to stop, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows? Man, fucking J World.
Yeah, Jay Park, World Dominion, bro.
World Domins.
Yeah, I couldn't believe
Are
how
you an
much.
AMC exclusive, or would you go to like other theaters and stuff? I
You
was gonna
know,
ask you about Alamo Draft House. Is what I was going.
I'm not a big, like, serve me food,
I
like,
hate
entree, because it takes away from the priority of the film.
But what about the
for
rules
me-
at Alamo? Do you know
What's
about
that?
the rules? No phone, no talking, or you get kicked out.
Oh, well, that I fucking love.
Out. You're
That's
out of the
at-
theater.
But
That's
is there
the
still
rules?
server?
The way you order is
That's
there's a
dope.
little display right there. You write it on a paper. You put it under a light. The server comes, gets the paper. You get your stuff.
Oh, so you don't say
Piece
anything.
of you don't say anything. Not a
Okay.
word, no noise.
Yeah.
No phone.
That's better. I just don't. Yeah, I don't want someone eating like potato skins. during my, you know what I mean?
Entire
Like
meal.
Ketchup squirts.
that's what I'm saying. Like full eating. Like I get the snacky food at the theater. I'm fine with that. But I feel like they kind of chose the right foods at the theater. You know, I will go to Regal though. I'll go to Regal.
Popcorn's pretty noisy.
It is pretty noisy though. I don't know. I guess I'm a little used to it.
Popcorn's extremely noisy.
Sometimes it'll frustrate me. Like if someone's like really going to town,
Right.
you know.
Also, the success rate on popcorn is only about 75%. The rest of it just falls over.
Yeah, there's a lot of grinding around.
Yeah. But Alamo, nah. Like I do like cool niche theaters though. Like when I went to Nantucket, I went to a movie in the movie theater because their theater, I wanted to see it.
I
You
like
know?
this. What's this
It's
one
a
in East
niche
Village?
dreamland.
East Village. Is it Village East?
Yeah, Village East. That's a great.
That's a fantastic theater.
Yeah, it's the old.
Yeah, it's like an old play theater. But there's only
Fantastic.
like 5 good seats in the place. You're either way too high. Like you're either way too low and too close, or you're way too high.
Yes. That's what I do. You got to listen. Like, I do want the amenities. I watch enough movies that, like, a little bit of the, like, fun, catchy things that they try to help sell a movie theater to you on wears off for me.
Yeah.
Are the seats nice? Can I recline? Do you have AC? And fucking movies and showtimes. Give me showtimes.
What
Okay.
movie theater doesn't give you show times?
No, well, we're going to get into it here. Some of these, like a smaller theater, will have dog shit showtimes. Your big movie, you have an 8:15 and a 9:50. I'm not getting anything done there, all right?
What's your ideal showtime?
I mean, Times Square on Top Gun right now. If you pull up Top Gun showtimes right now on Times Square AMC, you'll have 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, all the way to
Right,
1
so
a.m.
you want a metropolis.
Yes.
You want
A hub.
lots,
I want a movie hub.
You want a lot of screens.
Screens. Maybe I can go into another one. I got options if I go and I pivot. I go and I see the big board and I go, I don't even want to see what I came to see.
You ever do me?
Look at this. I'm going to a different fucker because they pump out. It's a metropolis.
We used to do for my fraternity. You had to do like if you were pledging, you had to do like these things called interviews with
Yeah.
all of the active people, and they would like make you do. Every like couple months for one of the interviews, me and a couple buddies would bring like a couple pledges
Yeah.
to the movie theaters,
Really?
and we would do we would do 3 movies back to back, and
I
we'd
love that.
we would scope it out so that right when one movie ends, the other movie ends. So we would
Yes.
just walk to the next theater,
Brilliant. The
see
triple
another
threat.
one, and then the triple threat. And we would
Yeah.
also do like where like the action movie
Yes.
was at the end because you don't need your brain; you're already like soaked up.
Brilliant.
So we would even schedule it out where like the linearity of the movies would work.
Yes. Have we talked about this?
Maybe I don't know. Probably not.
By the way, he pulled it up.
30% off, 2 o'clock.
Yeah, and
3.
look at that. Look at that. See, that's good for me. And go up a little bit. They'll have the IMAX time.
Top Gun Maverick, please. $97.99.
Yeah, come on.
Do I need to
dude.
rewatch it?
Prime? Look at that. They got different theaters. Perceive
Maybe I need to
the power.
I need to rewatch it.
Oh, dude, it's such a blast. But dude,
But
we
I'm not
didn't. I don't know if we talked
$20
about.
bucks on it.
My buddy and I, we would go to the movie and we would have the times written out and like what were options to walk into.
Oh yeah.
So we would do the same thing, and we
If you
would
want
come
the Audible.
out. Yeah, and we used to do the act. We used to put our like main feature up front. Like one time, we went and saw Salt with Angelina Jolie. Then we went and saw Jackass 3D.
Yeah.
And then our final one, which was an error. I loved it, but he passed that was Eat, Pray, Love.
After
it was a very-
Jackass.
Yeah, it was a very slow.
That's wild.
But we wanted to make an app, dude. All right, we should keep going because this was a great idea that I never got. Like, there should be an app that does it for you.
Right. Isn't that just
You plug in,
the movie theater
but
website?
a movie theater wouldn't want you to be.
Well, these
jumping
days you
like
can't
that.
jump because it's assigned seats. You can't really jump anymore.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you can because you can see how full the theater is. So, like, I've done. Like, if you just look, you can see if it's a light attendance. And then
Right.
you're
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah. Really holding off on this.
Guys, can't do that at the same time.
Just dead air.
No,
Nothing better than dead air.
We're resetting it.
I don't even think we're gonna get around to these, to be honest.
It's worth the
I don't even want it.
suspense.
I don't even want to get around to it. It's actually not that great.
Right. Well,
I think what happened that night was pretty funny.
Yes, that's kind of the crescendo. So I've been grabbing Didge, right?
oh yeah, here we go.
I've been heavy Didge grabbing.
You have
Baby shower Tuesday night, right? Mm-hmm. Meet a couple ladies after the show.
really.
I message one of the girls after the show. I'm like, hey, I thought your friend was cute, because we met, but I didn't grab Didge in the moment, and I kind of
Right.
regretted not grabbing the Didge in the moment.
Right.
So I
you
DM'd the
grabbed-
girl
okay.
that followed me on Instagram. I said, hey, I thought your friend was really cute. Can you send me her Instagram so I could ask her out? And she goes,
Oh, okay.
OMG, LOL. Here's her number. Her name's whatever.
Wow. Oh, interesting. Is that a so that counts as Didge then?
That's
right?
Didge. That's a +1.
Because that's not coming from the
Didge is
source.
Didge.
But an ancillary friend Didge almost may require more points.
Oh, thank you.
No, because you know how friends are like very protective. They're not just gonna hand out buddy Didge.
Right. Well, I'm assuming that she goes to the source and confirms that she can
Oh,
give
you
the
think-
Didge. I'm assuming. Right? She goes, hey, this guy wants your Didge.
I don't know if
Do you
I
want to give him your Didge?
yeah. I don't know if I would do that for you. Hopefully you would do. I might be like, yeah, here's his number.
Yeah, I'd probably immediately give it.
Right. She probably would.
Depending if the girl is really attractive, I'd probably give my number and not say it, and then we go on a date and I just show up.
Yeah. Hey.
Psych, it's me.
Yeah. Like that. Like that would ever work.
Yeah.
Okay. Goodbye.
So then the next night I have a show, right? So that's Tuesday night. Next
Yeah.
night I'm at Ray's.
Okay. This sounds also kind of like a way for you to say you had shows, but let's get.
No.
So the next night, I just want to. Can I just say I was at a show?
I'm grabbing laughs and Didge.
So there I am grabbing laughs. Yeah.
And I say to myself, you know what would make this night really nice is if I grab some Didge after some laugh.
This is the next night, by the way.
I'd like to pillage after
Yeah.
my shows.
All right. So you're.
So Ray's
You're at a different-
Ray's is a show downstairs. There's also a very hip upstairs bar
Yeah.
that me and the comics went to after. And I even forgot
Me and the
about. I even forgot. I hope this girl doesn't listen to my podcast.
We also up until this point we haven't had one issue when we've worried about that.
Well, I did
That was
tell.
a negative thing to say. Yeah.
So I
Oh, you told her
2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
There have been some ladies
Yeah,
that I've been
yeah,
hanging
yeah.
out where I go. You need to watch them. I'm trying
Right.
to pump the pod here.
Good, Miller. Good.
And I've got a story about. God, it's on my list. I hope I
Okay.
don't forget to.
Yeah.
get
Keep
around
going.
to
Don't
it.
get too.
So this girl that I made out
Don't get-
with at a bar
Oh.
2-3 months ago,
Okay.
she was living in San Francisco.
Yeah.
She was just visiting.
Okay.
Did I ever tell you about that? God, this is going. Anyways,
No. The keep going. Yeah.
we made out at the bar. So she ended up moving to New York recently.
Okay.
So she DM'd me out of the blue because I posted that I was at Ray's. She goes, "Oh, I might come to this." I was
oh.
like,
Okay.
"All right, cool, come."
And this was a girl you saw in San Fran when you were in San Fran a while back.
No, New York. She was visiting
Oh,
New York,
okay,
but she
from
was living
San-
in San
got it.
Francisco. She finally moved over. So she comes to the show. It's like light attendance.
Oh hell.
It's a light attendance show.
Though that's
so I
even
even
better.
tell Yemi,
Yeah.
I tell him the story. He's like, sorry, that kind of sucks, you know?
Wait, real quick, dude. I don't know if I should say the guy's name, but there was a comic who came to like a show thing recently, and he sits down with like this girl. I don't know if it was his girlfriend or not, but he turns to her and he looks around. It's like super light, and he goes, "Yeah, so this isn't gonna be like The Stand, but it'll be fun." And she was like, "Yeah, cool." And then the show began. How funny is
Was
that?
it a show or a mic?
It was producers. It was like a show mic. You know how Patrick Walsh does those.
No, you need to tell me about.
Oh
this.
yeah, he does like a show. It's a show, but it's like
But you can sign up for it.
no. He like he like asks you to do it, but like it's like I don't know how to say. It's also kind of feels like a yeah. It's both.
Right.
It's
All
kind
right.
yeah. But it was just funny because like he booked this guy, like he went up first, like
Yeah.
he told me to come too. He hit DM me. He's like, "Do you want to do the show tonight?"
Yeah.
And then he said that, and then the show, like, and I'm sitting like really close, like he's like right here, and the girl's right there, and then
Yeah.
and then it was like, but yeah, it'll be fun. It won't be like stand, but it'll be fun. I was like, ha 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 ha, and the show began. So anyway, yeah,
You even let out that laugh.
you know what I should have done now, like thinking back, that was stupid. I should have brought that up when I went up. I didn't even think of it, but
This is no stand, people.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
You like really
that would've
grind
been
into.
so funny.
I know we're all happy to be here, but let's not get it twisted. This is no stand.
Yeah. You know what it was too? The guy left immediately with the girl.
Oh,
So I was like, he wasn't even there to kind of like to kind of dig at a little bit. But you got to respect you know what I loved about it too? The positivity of the statement.
yeah.
He's also going, hey, like clearly they went to the stand together recently, and he's just trying to just trying to like let her know
Right.
this will be fun. He was like, but this will be fun, and you're like, yeah, this.
It's actually not a.
no, it's not.
It's a line that I might actually throw out too. I'm like,
I think
we had
it's-
been to the stand. I just want to let you know
Yeah.
this is not
I honestly I was like, oh, that's a really like healthy way to put what's
right.
Yeah. Anyway,
100%.
light show. So
This
light
girl
show,
shows
yeah.
up. I go up towards the end. I actually do really well because
Okay.
I lost all will.
That's funny. Where
You
you're
know
like,
what I mean?
Usually, this time I actually did well.
Yeah. Well, sometimes when you realize how much of a
Yes.
shit show it is, I wasn't
That happens
worried about it.
It happens to me too often. It's frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like did a shit. Yeah. And there was like not 10 people in the room. And Cass Sertano was there too. And
Yeah.
I was like, and then I just didn't. It was like, all right, whatever. This will be fun. And then it was a fantastic
Yeah.
fucking show. Yeah.
Because when people stop like attaching,
Yeah.
yeah. So I talked to her after. I'm like, hey, you want to grab a drink upstairs? So she's with a friend,
Yeah.
and the friend, we go upstairs to grab a drink, and the friend really sucks. She's so annoying, and it's so annoying that I start to not think highly of this girl. I'm like, how are you friends with this person? She's just negative.
Right.
Anyways.
That's tough. That can be tough.
So I see the girl that I had hooked up with her, and I see her yawn. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, are you tired? She's like, yeah, I had an early morning. I got work tomorrow. I was like, don't worry, but go home.
Yeah.
Don't worry, because I kind of wanted to get rid of her. So
Oh,
she-
this is the friend.
yeah. This
Oh,
is no, this is her.
Oh, okay. I thought
kinda
the
tell her.
I thought
I'm
the
like,
friend yawned, and you were
No.
like, "Are you tired? You should go home."
No, the friend was reared to hang, and I was like, no,
Right. So, long story short, you hook up with the friend.
no. So they end up leaving.
Okay.
And I'm with Yemi, a couple other comics. I ordered a beer, and I got 2 beers. Cap's still on, and then the comic's like, hey, let's go to another bar. I'm like, all right, let's go to another bar. And then I see
Yeah.
this cute girl sitting there. I have an
Oh, at
extra
the other
beer,
bar. Yeah.
and I'm fresh. I'm a Didge guy now, you know. So I go up to her.
Yeah. You're in the mode. Yeah.
I'm
you're
in the
feeling-
mode of grabbing
yeah,
Didge.
Yeah.
So I go up to her. I go, hey, the bartender gave me an extra beer. Do you want to trade?
Yeah. Nice.
And she goes, trade what? I go, I give you the beer, you give me your numbers.
Ah.
And it's such a loser line.
I know, but it's
It's
not
the
bad.
most loser
It's
line
not
in
that-
the world. As it came from my mouth, I realized in my head
It's not that
it was a
bad.
loser line, but I stood strong. I didn't manipulate my face. You know, I didn't go be like,
Yeah.
sorry, that was a lame line. You know, some guys do that. Sorry for the
No.
cheese.
I thought you might. The way you said, I just keep going. I thought Didge might have come out of your mouth.
I may
You
have
give
sa-
me
I may have
beer.
said-
I'll give you a beer. You give me Didge.
I
and
may
I
have
was-
I don't think I
I
did.
was
but-
gonna be like, that's the greatest thing I've heard in weeks. Because she would be like, "What's Didge?" and you would be like, "Your digits."
You're Didge.
So did she? I bet this worked. I'm just like gonna go out on a limb.
Of course it worked.
Yeah, because it's not that bad of a line, dude.
And they can smell the didge on me. They know that I'm a didge guy. You know what I mean? If you're out there
Yes.
grabbing a lot of
Yes.
didge, then they can smell it. So that she,
Because your timing and your delivery. I bet the line. What was more important than the silly line was your non-hesitation execution on a line.
right.
Just go. You see the move. It's there. Here's a beer. Don't worry about, okay, now how do I... Why don't you get... How about I get a little didge for that? You know,
Yep.
like, it doesn't matter what
I
you...
get a little didge for that. And then I just,
Yeah.
and then I got the didge, and then
Yeah.
I flew off
Oh, you...
because I had already said that I had to leave, right?
oh,
I go,
right.
I gotta leave. This bartender gave me, but give me your didge, and I flew off like Tom Cruise in Top Gun. I just,
Well, that's actually kind of an expert play. You don't need to stick around. There's only something to be lost after
Right.
that. It's a lose-lose. You've got Didge. Get out of town, bro.
get out of there.
Yeah, dude. You lasso Didge. Grab your horse. Yeehaw! And just get out of the saloon, dude.
Right.
You can only fuck that up, you know? Fight another day, yeah.
So then we were texting a little bit that night. Anyways, the next night
Yeah.
got another show.
Oh, here we go. So there yeah.
I'm at Gamma Lounge, and I've been doing this joke about Field. You know Field, right? I told you about Field.
Mm-hmm.
So I have this joke about Field, which is a kink app.
Yeah, Juan's big on field.
Right. And just, Mom, in case you're still listening,
Yeah.
I'm not on this kink. Your son isn't a kink
Listen,
guy. Don't worry, Mom.
Here's the thing. We're graduating from a
Catholic.
PG. I'm just going to help everyone out here. We're graduating from a PG to a PG-13 podcast, okay?
Maybe NC-17.
Now, it's okay. It's not R. It's not going to be R, but there will be some discussion of real life, sex.
Right.
But you need
Alcohol-
some sort of parental guidance.
Yes, but it's
My face is already getting red.
no, it's not R, all right? It's okay. It's PG-13. You could even bring the family. We got to get we got to get
Samaha's got to put a green.
yeah.
In this moment, there's
Yeah.
a green screen that says "Beware NC-17" for nudity, whatever.
Oh, that would be so funny, dude. A little clip like that.
Um,
But it's good. It's for the health of the pod because we got some great stories we want to tell about real life.
Yes,
Okay.
this is what
And
gets the views.
yes, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. But it'll
Right.
be PG-13. It'll be like a VH1 movie.
Right.
You'll see shadows and you'll know they're having sex. We won't bring you in the room. Okay.
You haven't heard what I'm about to. No, okay. So I'm up there talking
anyway,
about my
I'm
field
fucking the
story.
shit out of her. Yeah.
Clapping ass.
Yeah. Okay.
So
That's hilarious.
clapping cheeks.
Thing to go with to like really make people offended. Clapping out. Okay. Yeah. So you're on field.
I'm not really on. I've downloaded a few times and I
Right.
deleted after a week. So I got a joke about a
Oh, a
field
joke, right.
interaction, right, that I had.
Right.
And I'm now trying to develop it into a joke. It's worked pretty well. It didn't really work well at Gamma, but it's worked well everywhere else. But I asked the audience, does anyone know about Field?
Can I just say, I feel like Gamma, that's Mama's Boy, right?
Yeah.
So that's a younger crowd, no? I feel like they probably don't.
Younger
No?
crowd and majority women.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I feel like Field's a more refined, like once you're done
Yeah.
with all the Hinge, Tinder.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of polluting their young, naive brains with this Field. But this one lady raises her hand.
Oh,
She goes, I know.
man.
I go, really, you know? And so I tell the story, I think, and then afterwards, I start talking to her about Field, and I go, well, what do you say on the app? What do you say
Yeah.
your kinks are, right? And I think maybe Jared was up on stage at this point, too. Like,
Really?
he came up, yeah.
Well, I'd like to do an impression of like her reaction. So
Yeah,
you asked, is anyone on field?
Yeah, does anyone know about Field? Is anyone on Field?
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Is that
yeah.
right?
She was like, yeah. She was kind of like for a second. She was like, oh shit.
And then I was like, these profiles on there are wild. And I go, what does your profile say, right? And then she's like about to say it. She goes, I don't know if I want to say it. I go, you don't have to, but if you want it.
Yeah.
And so she ends up offering up her kink,
Wow.
which is she said
That's fantastic.
a rope bunny.
Oh my God. I mean, talk about a lot to unpack. What did you say? This is kind of brilliant crowd work. Did you keep going with this?
A little bit. I didn't want to.
You gotta, dude. This
I then
is
brought
good.
up Shabar. I think Schwartz was up on here. Oh, yeah. I think Schwartz was up on here, and I didn't,
Yeah, you didn't want to go too crazy. In the future, man, you should keep going down those roads. That would be so much fun to listen to.
Yeah.
You get people to say kinks and then be like, "Can you tell me what that like?"
Yeah.
Like that's funny.
Well, then I brought up Shibari, which is like, she goes, well, that's different. And
What's
Shibari, Juan told me that Shibari is like intense rope play. Like, I think a rope bunny is like a kind of tee-hee, we're going to, tie my hands behind my back. I think Shibari is like, we have you on a crane. Like, everything's tied.
Shibari. That's so weird because it sounds
Look
like
up
something.
Shibari,
It sounds like
son.
like Jewish foreplay or something.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
Shibari, like Ari, like that's a funny
Yeah. So I get off stage, right? I
Shibari.
think it's S-H-I, Shibari.
I can't believe you got her to say her kink.
Yeah, this is
Oh
Shibari.
wow! Yeah, you
Oh,
can't
jeez.
put this.
This
we
is R
immediately
now.
broke.
Yeah,
this is a hard R.
We broke.
This isn't up, is it? Let's hope not. Okay.
No.
All right.
Neither of us can avert our eyes.
No, I'm already.
We keep
averted.
potting like, yeah, so
The last 15 minutes we just space out. Yeah. So you because I remember, I don't know if it was you or you were like, maybe I should say. At one point, you were like, maybe I should say I like to have sex in the kitchen. Is that a good? Was
Yeah,
that you, or
I
is
think-
it something? Because that's like a reason. To me, that's more of like a okay.
there was, the first time I was on field, Mom, hope you're not listening. I matched up with this girl, and
This
she
is
goes, "What are your?"
PG-13.
She goes, "What are your kinks?" And meanwhile,
I love it.
all of the profiles on field are this wild, like
Yeah.
foursomes, like I like hot candle wax poured on my eyelids during sex.
Shibari.
I like to Shibari. I like to get slapped and told
Yeah.
to spit in the mouth. All this wild
Dungeon.
stuff.
Yeah. Dungeon. Matrix.
Yeah, I like to kill people before I have sex. Like wild. I like to sacrifice
Yeah.
lambs.
I like
and-
to reenact the entirety of Goodwill Hunting. And you're like, wow, that's so long. That's going to be like 2
It'll be
hours.
weeks. I have time to reenact Goodwill Hunting just for 30 seconds of penetration. I might actually, if I ever re-download,
meanwhile-
if I ever re-download Field, I'm gonna put that as my kink. Reenacting
do-
movies before.
You got to do that. Yeah.
I bet I get a
Shawshank.
lot of
Yeah. I need you to be Morgan Freeman, Red, and Shawshank.
right
And I'll
snakes
be-
on a plane.
Snakes on a plane. Yeah, right. But then meanwhile, you're over here going, all right, guys.
Yeah, so that one girl messaged me and she goes, "What are your kinks?" And I'm not a kink guy, but I also didn't want, it's
gotta-
a fine line. I can't lie to her and be like, "I like to wear sunglasses during sex."
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Yeah, and you
actually might
cannot
not be-
have one because then you'll get exposed.
right. So I said, kitchen and shower. And she immediately unmatched with me.
You fucking blew your cover, dude.
I know. So I learned my lesson after that.
You just reasonably gave places to have sex. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, I don't even know if that's so much of a kink as just a place you could have sex. Couch and
Not
floor.
even necessarily. I could have been naming places that I enjoy. Like she's like, "What? Do you like having sex there?" Like what? I just said kitchen and shower.
Well, here stems the problem. Every kink has like a name, so you
Right.
you should call it like geosex or something. Like
Right.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
brilliant. Brilliant, Samaha. Geo. I'm into geo things.
Geosex is so funny. Geosex. Geosex.
It's like geocaching.
What does that mean? Well, I like to fuck around the house in different places on the globe.
I'm very particular.
Oh, yeah. What do you mean? Well, I'd like to go have sex in the Barbados.
I've gone to laundry list. I can't
Geosex.
finish.
Yeah.
I don't find pleasure in beds.
Geosec. Right. Oh, that's funny. I don't even know, Miller. I give you credit, man. I don't even know, like, honestly.
What would
I'd
you
s-
say?
Like, I would probably be like maybe some costume stuff, maybe because,
Right.
but that's kind of weak. You know
That's
what I
all-
mean?
yeah.
That's like I'm just going with what I think would, get me away, where no one would be like suspect me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Well, you could do costume, but then layer on. But I'd also like to reenact. Like, if I'm Superman and
Yeah.
you're Superwoman, I want us to kind of frolic around the city and do some superhero things beforehand.
yeah.
I'd like to
yeah.
fight some crime before we
Yeah.
engage.
Do something like, or maybe a fetish. You could do like fetishes, like people have like foot fetish and
Right.
stuff. You could do that. I could go with some of that.
But
stuff.
I don't like foot. I don't.
Yeah,
that's the
you
thing.
gotta
I don't
find
have any
something.
fetishes.
Yeah. It's tough. It's not all of us are. Listen, we're some good Catholic boys.
I know.
You know.
So anyway,
Yeah.
so I'm sitting in the green room after. In the green room, the curtains open, and the girl that was saying that is standing by the door on the phone, and I look
this
at
is-
her
okay, right.
and I go, I gotta.
Yeah.
I'm a Didge guy now. So I go up to her, and I forget what I say, but I was like, oh, Field. I think I just brought up Field. I was like, so you're
Right.
on Field. And so we started talking.
Yeah, because you're a Didge guy now. Can I just say for all the audience, do you see how Miller isn't so worried about the initial anything anymore?
Right.
That's a Didge guy.
Right.
Doesn't matter what you went up, you broached, now you're in it. It's a game. Right. Now it's game time.
Right. It's just a little lure.
That's right. It doesn't matter. Even if it's like just your fucking, hey, yeah, Matt, like, we met
But
on
I don't know if you.
we met on stage.
Were
Ha ha.
laughing or-
Yeah,
yeah.
Boom. I don't know if you were laughing.
I go,
at my,
boom. All right, now we're open.
Boom.
Boom. There's your opener. Now what do you got?
Yeah. Dude, I could have gotten Didge the other night after, and I was like, you know what? I don't want,
That doesn't count.
it doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
It doesn't
A lot
count.
of guys, that's a huge fallacy. I could have gotten Didge if I wanted to.
Trust me, this was a Didge. The thing was, the chick was she was a little like, it felt like she was a little tipsy.
Yeah.
It had been a long night. I was like, you know what? I'm not. She knew some people. I was like, I'm not.
Was this a chaos?
I'm not gonna say.
It was a chaos.
I'm not gonna say. But there was some opportunity.
There's some,
On a business night.
allusions to Didge.
Yeah. Some Didge illusions.
Is that the allude?
Yeah, no,
Illusion, yeah.
Well, I thought you could have. Both could have
Allude.
worked.
Oh.
Because it was a Didge illusion. Because you're going. Oh, you think you could have gotten
Right.
Didge, right?
Right.
Which doesn't count. That's a Didge illusion and an alluding to Didge.
Right.
Here's the thing: on a work night, which I call a nice show night. On a work night, I'm super pro. Okay, I'm professional. So Didge is a little more of a social thing to me. I'm probably not gonna be I'm gonna keep it all 100% tight
Yeah.
and pure on a work night. You know people, da-da-da-da-da, comment. I'm gonna stay away, yeah.
Right. No, if they're good friends with a
Yeah,
comic, then
like,
I
it's just
typically
like,
don't try to muddy it up.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to her, and we're in the green room. Things starting to shift out, and her friend and I go, "Hey, why don't I grab your number?"
Yeah.
We're talking and stuff like that, and I go, "Why don't I grab your number?"
Yeah.
So she gets my number. She gives me her number,
Yeah.
and then there was this weird moment. There was like a couple of comics, like kind of like within 2 feet,
Yeah.
And
Oh,
like
yeah.
they,
And heard
saw
it,
me,
yeah.
they heard it and saw it. So I just I did like a goofy. I was like, "Got her number, boys." And then they all started like cheer. Right, Sama? What was your view of it?
We were just like, yeah, that's my boy.
So,
what did she was how did she take it?
I don't think she was
found
against
it
it or
funny.
for it. I think she was kind of neutral.
Yeah, then you're yeah.
But then she ended up leaving with her friends, and then Samaha went upstairs to do something. You think she was waiting for me to leave,
She was lingering a little bit, like with her friend, and I think she was maybe like
seeing if I
Oh.
came
having
out?
a little buffer, just leaving some time, and then she eventually just like went on her way.
Yeah,
If she had waited just maybe 30 seconds more, she could have had
Right.
Tobin for a second time.
well, we were
Yeah, for a
we were
snack.
texting that night a lot, and I was asking her if she
Oh,
wanted
okay.
to go out this weekend, and she's like, "I'm in the Hamptons for work this weekend, but why don't we
Yeah.
do Sunday?"
Really? Oh wow.
So I'm all kind of pumped about, I'm pumped for this Sunday date, right?
Which is today?
Which is tonight, and
Wow.
I even don't go out that much. Like last night, I had an opportunity to go
Yeah.
out to a comp, and I'm like, I'm gonna be drinking tomorrow night with this lady.
Right.
Why don't I keep it easy? I don't want to be
Nice.
drinking too many nights in a row. So I wake up 9:30, 9:45. I send her
Yeah.
a text. I go, hey, how about we go to? I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to give away my date spot, but
Yeah.
this place at 7:30.
Wow, you I love you're you're a traditional red-blooded American. You like the 7:15, 7:30. I'm a European guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting an hour to 2 hours on that sucker.
On the end, but
I'm
it's a Sunday night. It's a
I'm
school.
going 9. Yeah, I'm 9.
You
Earliest
think
9.
I fucked up this?
No.
I asked Cap Belafonte last night, dude. I was at a show
Oh, you
with
asked
Cap Belafonte, and I go Sunday date. What time do I do? And she goes 8 o'clock. I go,
Yeah.
that's not too late. It's Sunday. I go 7. She goes 7 might be a little too early. Why don't
she
you do
did say that.
7:30? She goes, why
Okay.
don't you do 7:30? I'm like, how about I split the difference, 7:45?
It's like it's not gonna matter. I don't think it's your preference. I would say. I guess this just depends on the person. I think you're asking a lady; they're gonna lean earlier. Ladies, I think, are like. They like to get this, like
Friday, Saturday, I'm cool going later
yeah.
because we have more on the back.
know.
We have
Yeah,
more
yeah.
time on the back end.
I get it. 7:30. You're a earlier like. I'm a late. Yeah. I get. You're like what? Well, you not think.
Well, here's the issue. Still no text back.
Oh, so you're what? No,
I'm on
that's
ice
not
right
why.
now.
That's not.
I don't
why.
even know. I don't even know if I'm going on this date tonight.
Right.
And it's really these things where you text the day of in the morning,
Yeah.
and the hours
Shed
turn
text-
into
that's-
days, bro.
Yeah. Because you don't know. Because again, you're living in the unknown. That's what's annoying.
Right. And now
You'd rather just know. If she was like no, then you'd be fine.
Wait, so no answer?
there's no answer. I was hoping
Christ.
that she
That's
would.
what he's saying. Yeah.
I was hoping that she would text me during the pod so I could have a big reveal. Oh no, or yes.
You know, it'd be 6.
We have 7
Call
minutes
her.
left. Should
Right.
we call her?
That would be legendary. Yeah, give her a ring.
Oh,
Voice
my
message.
dude.
Why? If she picks up, you'll have to say.
Because
hey,
I've already texted her. If I call her on top, it's like a crazy psycho move.
Isn't it so funny that you're the wacko if
And
you
this
have
is a
plans
public.
and you're just trying to figure the fuck out whether you have fucking plans? You know what you should do, which I think would be legendary? Lean in to these early times and start doing like 6:15.
Well, that
6:40. Hey, listen.
there is a specific move.
What if we do dinner? What if we do a 6:30 dinner? You're like my dad. You're like so. That's hilarious. A guy in the dating game who's like taking women out at like 6 p.m.
That's a move for business professionals. You do a happy hour. Some people take a girl or a guy out on a happy hour. You go, hey,
Right.
we're both working in Midtown on Tuesday. How about we do happy hour together? We'll go to the the Wren at 6:00.
I'm European, man. Yeah.
Dude, should I fucking call
I go
her,
9,
dude?
10. Honestly, ideally, I'd like to meet up with you at like 9:30, 10.
That'd be an epic.
Is she an
part of the
iPhone
pod.
user?
I don't know. How do I know?
Blue bubble in the text.
It's like comedy. It's like comedy. You do this too. Well, I would much rather have a comedy show at 9 or later.
I've been
Like
starting to
these
do,
7, 8s, like those are. I'll do them, but I don't love the. I like comedy's renegade. It's a rebel. To me, it's a late night kind of move.
Also, how late do you want to go out before maybe you have a 9 to 5 on Monday?
Well, that's what I'm saying. He can't. Like
That's what I'm
I
saying.
get.
I
Yeah.
want to be in bed by 2 latest.
Yeah.
Get your 4 hours of sleep.
So
Yeah.
she didn't get back to you yet. Yeah.
Still hasn't gone back to me. But you know what I've been trying to do? Like, I was sitting and writing this morning, and it was kind of getting in the way of my writing. I go, listen,
Yeah.
you're a new man. You need to be in the moment. If she doesn't text back, she doesn't text back. If she
Yeah.
texts back, then I'm going on the date.
That's right. And
Why think about it? Thinking about it doesn't help anything.
Yeah. Facts. That's great. And you can draw the boundary too. Like if she ends up getting if she ends up getting back to you at like 4 or 5 or whatever, you could be like, hey, yeah, listen, I can't do tonight now. Like,
Should I
I didn't
message
know.
her and
I
go,
didn't
time
know.
expires in
yeah,
1
you can
hour?
You can. That's fair game because she's not the type of responder she is. She's gonna understand that that's fair game.
Well, we were also once again. This gets to the
Yeah.
the texting
fog of
conversation,
war.
the fog of war, where what's an appropriate texting? Because we were texting at a pretty rapid cadence the
You were.
night of.
See, you gotta understand
There were some
though,
emojis
that's a
being floated around. There
that's
was
a
some
temporary
pool,
That's a temporary cadence. That cadence can't keep up. This happens to me with ladies sometimes. We're going back and forth.
Once again, I don't want the cadence. I would just like a little bit of clarity
well,
on the plans.
what did you say today when you texted? Did
That's
you
the
say,
thing I did. Once I sent it, I was like, this
yeah.
is too businesslike. There's
That-
no flirt.
And well, no, but
I just
what-
said,
did you,
how about the Wayland at 7:30?
okay, well that's good then because that requires if I was wondering if you might have said let's meet at the Wayland at 7:30, she don't have to say anything then.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me double
You have
check.
to understand that like if the person doesn't have to
Want to do the Wayland at 7:30? Question mark.
Okay, so that is asking. You could write not rhetorical. Lol, you know. You gotta have a little chutzpah too.
Should I send a clock emoji?
Well, that's super passive aggressive, but yeah, you could. I'd be more direct.
What did you say? What was your line?
Not rhetorical. Not a rhetorical question. Like, haha, you know, because she might. I don't. You know, some people they don't.
Right.
She might be like getting ready.
Should I do some like crowd work line, or is that getting a little too
Yeah, you're gonna
a
go.
little too fancy?
What was her
Or I
fetish?
go, if I crowd work you, I want you to respond.
You should be like, "Is this your fetish?" Is this your
I don't
kink?
want. Well, she even messaged me. Listen to this. She goes,
Listen, I want to text you.
I go, Tobin Miller, and she goes, so does this count as a field match? And I go, no, this is a match in the wild, old school.
Ooh.
And she goes, oh, so we're just better than everyone else. But thank God, because I really was hoping not to have to break my record of never going on a field date. So she's never been on a field date, nor have I.
Yeah, that might be suspect. That's we'll see. We'll see how. Oh yeah, some record she got.
Yeah, I don't do the dating
Okay,
apps
yeah.
either.
Yeah, I just didn't want to break my record of never having gone on a field date.
Yeah.
Sure.
But there's another story.
You should have this sick kink,
We
dude,
don't
where you
need to
text
go.
a girl and then
Yeah.
like this is and you're like, listen, I want to text you, and then you just leave me on red for like 4 hours, and then you can't, you know, and you come
and then start to write something out. So I get the 3 dots and then erase it.
yeah. You're like, and she's like, you're like hooking up, and she's like, I'm writing you the 3 dots. Erase it. Erase it. Erase it. Wait, I ask you,
Fuck, that was
are
a
we
good
going?
race.
I
You did
asked
that real
you,
quick. That was
are we
good.
going out Monday night? Dude, have you texted me back? No, I haven't texted you at all. Oh yeah. God, man. The fog of war.
Really quickly,
Yeah.
another. So then
You probably had much more stuff on your list. I bet.
Friday. No, not really. Friday, I went to. I've got something that's off pod. It could have been off, but this will only take 2
Yeah.
seconds. Do you have an out? This will take 3 minutes.
Okay.
So I go to Dumbo House to the pool, right?
Yeah.
I'm reading, writing, minding my own business. I go in the pool, and then I come back out to my day bed, and there's a lady at the day bed next to me.
Yeah.
And she goes, "How was it?"
Ooh.
And now I'm really starting to feel. I go, now that I'm like a heavy Didge guy.
Well,
now
yeah.
Didge is being thrown at me.
That's a green light for Didge. How was it?
Sweet. So we're talking and
I don't
stuff.
know. Why
I
don't
go,
you give
hey,
me your
good.
yeah.
And then I go back to read it. There's no exit. So we're talking for a little bit. I ask her what she's reading. I'm like, "What are you reading?" And she's like, "Oh,
Nice.
this crime book or whatever." I'm like, "Oh, that's not, And then she
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, I was just listening to my buddy's crime document or podcast."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, what's the podcast?" And then she gives me the podcast name, and and in my head, I'm like, "This is what our listeners need to be doing: is pumping the pod."
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
yeah,
it was
yeah.
a nice, innocent,
right.
nice, innocent pumping of the pod
Yeah.
of her pod.
That's what we do need. Yeah.
And she goes, what? And we're talking for probably a good like 10, 12, 15 minutes at this point.
Okay. Now I love this. I love your style here because our Didge alarms going off, or you've kind of you've swiped left a little bit on
No,
those.
I would only, my Didge alarms go off towards the end.
Okay. Okay. By the way,
I
Didge
can't
alarms
grab
is,
Didge and then go back with her 2 feet away from me.
or continue the comp. Right. So you're learning. Okay. Right. It's a good call.
You could sneak in a little Didge
Yeah,
grab.
you could Didge. I've Didge grabbed and continued.
Right.
I have done that.
That's a high profile move, and I don't know if I'm like that ready for it.
Right. You'll get there.
So then she goes, "What are you reading? I saw you reading."
Yeah.
And what am I reading?
She comes first.
No, I wish. I'm reading Mastery.
Ah. You're the funniest guy to see out in the wild.
Fucking, and I
One of my favorite
toss it to
books.
her. I go, and then she goes, "What's this?" I go, "It's all about how to master whatever you're into."
Yeah.
And it kind of sounded cool, but in her eyes, she was like, "This guy's a loser." He's fucking 30 years old. He's trying to get advice on how to master. He should already be on his way of mastery. But anyways,
That's fucking great book to have, though.
I know. and I
Did
was
she
re-
really? What did she say? She didn't say it was cool. She really?
No, she was like, I can't. She's like, this is like a Christmas book for me. I can only do like one of these a year. She goes,
Okay.
I don't do these types.
Because
of
let's
books.
be real, you'd rather meet a guy who's reading one and reading a real book too, like a not a digital ebook. So that's 2, and 3, a fucking book about how to improve
Yeah.
or how to learn. Like those are 3 rather than some fucking fuckboys sitting at the pool smoking a cigarette.
No, 100%. And
Yeah.
I was gonna grab her digits on my when I was packing up, but she had her earbuds in reading
Right.
because there's music going on, and I didn't want to be the guy because I might see her again. We both go to
Oh,
the pool.
okay. So that's a nice move then if you're doing okay, I like this. The non-Didge grab for a future grab
Yes.
is a very nice move.
for a future encounter.
Yes, you can play that up. That is a move, but it has to be something where you know you'll probably see her again.
Right. And
Okay.
I think I'll probably see her again.
Yeah.
And I don't want to tarnish the Dumbo house.
Right,
This is a
'cause
place
you're
that I
grabbing-
don't want to mix.
You're grabbing too much Didge.
Yeah, I got Didge elsewhere.
You go like to the seat
That's
next
a
to her.
leisurely location for me. This isn't a battlefield like Ray's, all these other places.
You know it's a move. Yeah, you just get Didge from everyone. You know it's a move too. Just as an aside, open the front cover of your book. Put a little empty line and a little like fill in the form, and it says, number, line, X. Put your number here, and then you
And
can
there's
go
a
to,
list. There's a
and you
list
go-
of numbers, so they see all the
Yeah,
other Cynthia, Christy.
Yeah, it's like a PTA meeting, but then you can just show her the book and go, like a cute little. You go, hey, why don't you toss your number right there? And then
Or
they go,
here's
oh,
what
that's
you
fun.
here's what you did, dude.
Yeah.
You bring a gift copy, right? So you bring multiple. You have multiple
Yeah.
copies of the book you're reading. You have your copy, and then you got one or two gift
Additional-
copies.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And in the front cover, it goes, "Call me, Tobin." It's already written down.
Oh, that's good. And then your number?
Yeah, my number.
That's not bad. The problem with that is they have to call you.
Yeah, that's it. The other thing is just kind of like an internal comment for the Guinness, but we should talk about the Guinness at some point in a future episode because
yeah.
I don't even think that our audience is aware of the developments that have come about about Guinness, how they're out. But yeah, all right, good, sweet, thanks, team.